Good morning, I'm Christine Hollenden, principal and founder of Hollenden Marketers and Strategists, bringing you today's Monday morning marketing moment. Tomorrow is the 4th of July holiday, Independence Day, and it's a national holiday as well. In the spirit of letting freedom ring, today I thought we'd discuss an employee benefit that has been making the headlines and dominating conversations at all types of meetings. The concept of giving employees or team members the freedom of unlimited paid time off. The concept of unlimited paid time off is gathering steam as firms try to revise their benefits to attract and retain top talent. And we all know talent is a real issue in professional service firms across the board and across the country. The idea of unlimited paid time off has both its advocates and its adversaries. There are pros and cons to both viewpoints. Some firms have found this policy actually encourages employees to take less time off. Others worry the freedom of unlimited time off opens the door to abuse. Well, how do you decide? I think it has to do with how you handle and implement such a policy. Everyone I talk to agrees on some key points. One, a policy like this conveys absolute trust in your team members. Your team is essential to the delivery of your services, and it lets them know that they're being judged not on face time, but on results. 2, it treats all team members equally. 3, it reinforces the studies that prove that mental energy needs rejuvenating. Now, if you look at some of that studies that say that time off, that rest, rejuvenation, improves productivity, improves creativity, and reduces stress levels, you can see the importance of them taking time off. 4, happy team members are happy clients, happy clients. Happy team members deliver higher quality service and they get more done. That makes your clients happier. Studies show that American workers continue to leave vacation days on the table year after year. Now, it's true that the number of days that American workers took off in 2016 rose higher than the year before, slightly so. Now, in 2016, American workers took about 16.8 days of vacation, while in 2017 it was 16.2. Now, that may sound like a lot, but the reality is, even at those 16.8 days, American workers still leave more than 650 million vacation days unused, with nearly 50% of those days being lost. That's a lot. So if you decide to give it a try, here are 4 tips for successfully implementing such a policy. 1, consider what you call the program. Now, those kind of titles may seem to you like to be irrelevant, but there are limits to the amount of time that people can take off and you still have a viable business. So, calling it unlimited PTO or unlimited vacation actually elicits indulgence, like a free-for-all. But something like a less sensational name, sort of like self-monitored or responsible time off, can send a different message. So, title it with something that conveys a sense of responsibility and thoughtfulness. 2, reinforce your company's brand at all times. You've heard me talk about this before. We call this at Hollenden brand pillars. These should permeate everything that happens at your firm, both internally and externally. Therefore, consider this option if you consider this option, I want you to think about how it enhances your brand and convey that as you communicate it. So the third thing is you want to make it a two-way street. in exchange for the trust you place in your team members, they also have a responsibility to the firm and your clients. So you have to reinforce that the trust delivered to them means you're expecting certain things in the delivery of your services to the clients. They must live up to the promises that are being made. Fourth, drive home the process. Document, define, and communicate the process for how time out of the office should be handled. Even though it's unlimited, there still needs to be communication up and down the channels about how and when people will be off or out of the office, their status of their work, how they hand off projects, how to schedule it, how far in advance, things like that. So diagram the process and really communicate. A recent article in the Journal of Accountancy reinforces that it isn't just large tech companies thinking about benefits like this. Consider if it's right for your firm by focusing on your culture and your goals. If it makes sense, then think through the process, develop a plan, and communicate so that everyone's on the same page. We want to hear about what you think of the idea of self-managed time off. Let us know in the comments section or retweet or repost with your comments or a link to your benefits. That's it for another Monday Morning Marketing Moment. Thank you for joining us at Holland, where we're bold, experts, thinkers, marketers, dedicated to helping you achieve success. We hope you have a wonderful and safe 4th of July, and we'll see you next week.